Getting listed on Binance is the biggest catalyst event that can happen to a crypto project. Just from a Binance listing announcement, we have traditionally seen altcoins pump immensely, and especially the mid and low caps. Today we're going to highlight two of the most important requirements that a project needs for a Binance listing, and later we're going to take a look at 5 altcoins that I believe have a chance of getting that listing. This is not financial advice. First requirement is money. Getting a Binance listing costs a ton of money. You're not going to get a Binance listing without it. So if a team is broke, either doesn't generate money somehow or doesn't have some sort of fun, then this listing is most likely never going to happen. Second requirement is, will Binance make money off of listing it? Now, how could Binance possibly know if they will make money off your project? That's pretty easy. They view this through pre-listing popularity, which is either quantified through trading volume or some other metric that speaks to how interested retail is or will be in the project. This is obviously crucial for Binance to know, as they won't list something that's not going to sell. Another way Binance can make money off of it is through their direct investment in the project. This is primarily through fundraising by Binance Labs. Binance knows that a well-timed Binance listing can make the price move significantly, which will of course directly benefit them. Let's take a look at the 10 recent listings made by Binance. Here we can see the date of the Binance listing announcement, the market cap of the announcement, how old the coin was when it was announced, and what narrative the coin belonged to. What you'll notice is that with the exception of TurboTon, all of these projects are released sometime during 2024. The reason for this is very logical. The longer the project has been out, the less likely it is to be popular. And for the projects listed outside of 2024, these were all majorly popular, saw great trading volume before getting listed. It's never the case and will never be the case that an alt-dead project will get a Binance listing out of the blue. Binance equals exclusivity. The reason why I'm saying this is because I see a lot of people convinced that their project will get a Binance listing. Your altcoin with a 0.5 volume to market cap ratio will never get a Binance listing, simply because it's not in Binance's best interest to list it. Binance is a business. The only thing they care about is making money. I feel like it's very important to be honest about this because so many people get tricked into thinking there's a valid chance when it's obviously not. Before we take a look at the altcoins, I want to make this very clear. There is a chance, whether it be very small, that none of these will get a Binance listing. I would be lying if I did not make that very clear. Also, keep in mind that I could have included higher caps that still don't have a Binance listing, but the returns are not going to be as great. As such, these are more speculative bets, but will have greater returns. First coin is Maneki. Now, Maneki is a low cap meme coin belonging to the Solana cat anime cartoon subnarrative. Taking a look at the chart, Maneki was launched back in April 2024. Within the first couple of days, it pumped quite a bit before seeing a pretty substantial correction before going on another small rally and then trending downwards for quite some time. Now, we've seen small rallies here and there, and now it might seem like we bottomed out at 0.003 level back in August. At the time of me recording, it's also been pumping. If you saw my recent video on where to buy meme coins and what to look for, this fits that category very well. Maneki has spent considerable time now ranging, and the holders have been tested. They've also managed to create a really good community, and the volume has been very decent throughout the last couple of months. And people probably quite new to crypto have pointed out that Maneki uses volume bots. Of course they do. All meme coins use volume bots. And there are primarily 2 reasons for this. One is social proof. More people will buy it if they think other people are buying. And 2, this volume goes under the popularity requirement by not only Binance, but a lot of other high tier exchanges. Now, Maneki has been on a very impressive marketing spree lately with regards to partnerships. They recently partnered up with the Serie A football club, Naples, also getting partnerships with UFC stars. So partnerships like this will of course further both legitimize Maneki, but also increase popularity. We can also see the social engagement on Twitter and social media as a whole, including YouTube. The sentiment around this coin is very good. And even in times where Maneki was dipping, the sentiment was still good. If you compare this to Mudeng, for instance, no hate against this coin. It might also get a Binance listing eventually, who knows? But like I said in my last video and made it very clear, the holders are going for the first time to experience a dip. And people are starting to freak out. It doesn't really have a community yet that will back it, the same way Maneki has built this up for a lot of months. So to conclude, does Maneki have what it takes to get a Binance listing. Does it have money? Yes, it has demonstrated that not only does it have money, but plenty of it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit surprised as to how deep that wallet apparently goes. So green flag in the money department. Does it have popularity? Yes, it's a meme coin that belongs to a popular sub-narrative, being animals and more specifically cat. It's also Solana, a bullish chain. Coins within this similar category has performed. Look at PopCap for instance. Volume is also good and the community is there. So I think a Binance listing for Maneki is well within reach. Next on the list is Aitech. Similar to Maneki, Aitech has been on a downtrend for quite some time now before recently breaking out of the downtrend and climbing up to the 10-cent mark. Now, on the 9th of October, Aitech went live with their long-awaited AI marketplace, where now users and developers can take advantage of both AI applications and tools. Now, what's really important about this launch is not the fact that we now have a functional AI marketplace, but it now serves as a testament to the fact that Aitech will deliver on their promises. And why is this important? This is important because Aitech has a pretty ambitious roadmap, and if they can show that they can deliver on important projects like the AI marketplace, then they will most likely be able to deliver on the other ones here as well. Now we have the GPU marketplace, which is also going to be released in the future. We also have the HPC data center, which is probably not going to be released within 2024. But it doesn't matter because now we've seen that they're able to deliver. And looking further down the list here, we see this tier 1 exchange and 2 billion in market cap. Now, do they have the money for this? Now, as you probably noticed, Aitech has been running a pretty substantial marketing campaign, primarily through displayable ads on pages such as CoinMarketCap and CryptoRank. They've also got high tier influencers such as Joe Perry's Crypto and Crypto Banter shilling as their KOLs, daily quote unquote organic marketing on Twitter, which is of course costly. They're giving out grants. What does this all mean? Simply put, it means that the team is of course loaded. And this marketing is also contributing to the social engagement as well. Just go check their Twitter, go check my comment section. People are still very much talking about Aitech. So the market cap to community ratio is still very decent. Volume is also okay. Right now, most of the focus is on memes, but utility projects will still be bullish. What I expect is for Aitech to be a bit higher in market cap before getting listed, at least like a 300 million, maybe half a billion before getting it, but it will most likely come eventually. Next up is Delysium. Delysium's by far biggest component is Lucy, which is on the way to become an AI-driven Web3 operating system that's going to help onboard many people and especially new people into crypto. They're still in their beta testing phase with developments being continuously made. If we take a look at the chart, AGI has had a pretty good rally around the AI hype back in Q1 this year, and did this obviously without a Binance listing, even though there were rumors about it. But ever since then, of course, we've seen a lot of downward action, hitting that 10-cent mark, which seems to now act as a firm line of support. Now, AGI has actually stepped up their marketing quite a bit. They've recently had many face-to-face marketing events where the team has spoken at numerous conferences. We, for instance, have the Blockchain Live conference coming up in a couple of days, where Jerry, Delysium's co-founder, is going to give a speech. They've already gotten listed on a ton of exchanges. They've been able to maintain their momentum. Volume is still good. Big influencers are now organically going to shill it, and they've been making a lot of money through their sale of the DMAs. So engagement is still there. They're going to keep up their presence, stay relevant, and they also have big funds. So checks both the popularity box and the money box. Amongst the mid-cap AI projects, I do see this being one of the first ones to get a Binance listing. Next up, we have Ponke. Of course, Ponke has the best Web2 marketing in the entire crypto space. The kind of consistent output of content that these guys have managed to pump out on a daily basis, often more than once a day, is just astounding. Out of all the picks on this list, I actually have quite high conviction that this will be one of the first ones to get listed on Binance. I've been calling this a no-brainer ever since we bought it in the Discord at 5 cents. Now other people have started to pick up on it, which is really good. Getting more exposure, just what we need. Now, Ponke has already been listed on a ton of good exchanges, basically covering all the low to mid-tier ones, and recently got added to Kraken, which is a higher tier one. Ponke is now also on Revolut, which is very big in certain parts of Europe. It's pretty obvious that these guys have a ton of money and will be able to remain popular through their content creation. So a Binance listing, in my opinion, is probably right around the corner for this one, especially also in the aftermath of Turbo getting listed, which I've talked about numerous times on this channel. So Ponke, I would actually not be surprised if this gets a Binance listing well within 2024 Finally, we have Heroes of Mavia, the only gaming play on this list. It's a mobile strategic play to earn, very similar to Clash of Clans, has a good business model with microtransactions, so you can be sure of the fact that the team is making a lot of money. The game is being played a lot. They've actually surpassed 1 million transactions in the Ruby marketplace. Volume is also great. Chart is looking okay. We had a huge continuous sell-off after Mavia got listed. This is very normal for new projects. Of course, we didn't buy here. We waited until it dipped to $1. Unless we get some sort of BTC crash, I can't really visualize this project going further down. So I think at these levels, preferably a bit closer to $1, but at these levels, I think we're looking at a very good accumulation zone for Mavia. Now, remember when I said that Binance would need to make money in order to list a project? Binance Labs are the lead tier 1 seed for Mavia, meaning that they were invested in the project. Now, it would be in Binance's best interest to get it on the exchange, because obviously, as we've seen, this will make the price go parabolic. The thing is, normally some metrics have to be met in order for this to happen. If we go back to our list here, you can see it's very rare that Binance will list a low cap. A big exception is, of course, projects like Nero, which is a PNG that can create hype out of nothing. All of the other ones have been mid-cap plus. So Mavia being a low cap probably does not meet that requirement just yet. Second is that gaming is still sleeping. So with Mavia, we could have to wait until gaming starts to pick itself up. So to conclude, will Mavia get a Binance listing? Do they have money? Yes, they are making a ton of money through primarily microtransactions. Will it be profitable for Binance? Yes, it will. And I think once gaming takes off, this will actually be one of the top performers. Therefore, I think a Binance listing is coming eventually. Make sure that you have a portfolio that is going to make you money. Do not miss this chance for you to wait another 4 years. I will give you a good portfolio review. You'll get to see my secret 100x gems, my courses, and be a part of a very fast growing community. I think people are starting to realize that the value you're getting for such a low price is kind of ridiculous. Also, we're getting a ton of good entries now, both short and long term. Apart from making more than a 50x in only the last few months when everything was bearish, we've also gotten very good entries on all the projects in this list actually. There's still time to get in, especially in the secret gems before the takeoff. You can pay with fiat, both for monthly or yearly, or with crypto, both for yearly or lifetime. I'll see you there. Take care and stay safe.